And it's Priscilla Batzel in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery in the backyard. It's a warm day and it's still December, but it's going to be Happy New Year, so I'll say Happy New Year now. I set my timer so I can talk to you for about 17 minutes before I have to remind you of anything I want to. I have shovels out from my last painting, which I did an abstract scape. I call them scapes. Landscapes, they're abstract, so I have a hard time getting past the word scape. So I decided I wanted something with a little more in the way of sky colors in one shovel, and those two will probably go together. And I want something that's a lot more land colored than some of the others. I keep trying to keep my tops off. I'm going to throw some black in there too. Doesn't matter if there's something else. And I'm using my scoop as a shovel, which it pretty much is anyway. So there's some orange in there. Now there's some pink in there. And that's my sunset colors. Throw a little bit of red orange in there too. I don't want to get too realistic because I don't think that's a big help to me. I'm not looking for that. I want that Prussian blue that I like so much that when you swipe it out it turns very celly. And I'm going to throw a little purple in there too. And maybe go back again and put some of that violet, or I'm not sure what you call that color. It's very, very pale. It's almost cornflower. Almost, but not quite. And that looks like a good color in the sky. And I'm thinking that maybe this time, instead of just using the stripes that I add to the canvas, and I have this iPod case left too. I'm going to put these out of the way for the moment. Try not to dump anything. Very good. Pull out my canvas. Find my Princeton, excuse me. Oh, I lost my big spatula. I guess it looks like a moment for the small one. So, those are my OXO omelet turning spatulas. I'm looking everywhere for that other one, not finding it. That's really weird. You wouldn't think that could go that far. Really, you wouldn't. So, I'm going to start with some white paint. Actually, I'm going to start with it all over this time because I intend on sliding things. And even though this spatula is not as fast as the other one, because it's the smaller of the two, it's still not horrible. Well, wherever my spatula's hanging out, that's where my glasses are too. Oh well, there they are. No, too bad, no spatula. Que sera. Alright, but I can see better. And I'll just spread this paint. And then, I don't know how long this is going to take, because like I said, I'm going to tip it. But I just want to tip stripes. I may just add them with I'd like to go part of the way, add them with one of the sand shovels. I'd like to go just part of the way over and tip it the rest. But I'm not sure that that's really the answer, but I guess we'll find out after the first try. I see, I grew up with abstract artists. My parents hung out with the Oak Room artists in Schenectady, New York. And Sal Cascio was a favorite of mine. I have to look him up one of these days, see if he's still around or what. He'd be pretty old by now, I think. But he made wonderful, wonderful, wonderful abstract, colorful, impressionist landscapes. And it probably affected me for the rest of my life. And I'm having a moment thinking of Sal Cascio. Cascio probably spelled similar to Casio, but not. Anyway, so, as far as I can tell, oh no, not all of it. Yeah, I really prefer my bigger spatula. They're on the Amazon link underneath the video. Underneath Teespring, my clothing line. That has some of the quotes from the studio. And hopefully some new stuff soon. They have awesome leggings. I just don't think they're available all over the world, which is kind of too bad. Anyway, so that goes in the bucket. Really wishing the other one was in there. That's weird. That's so weird. Okay, so I said I would start with a sky, so I think I'm going to do that. And what do I want to do? Do I want to go this way? And then tip? Do I want to scrape it out with my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas? Yes, I always do that. I do always want to do that. And I could just leave it. I know. But there's a lot more painting that needs to be done. So I'm just going to drag some of that in a swipe. Actually, I think instead of tipping, that's going in the bucket. Well, let's give it a bit of a tip for a moment first. See what happens. Because I kind of don't mind that. I think that's why I got out my tubing last time, because I don't have the patience for endless tipping. I just don't. So here goes nothing. And I know I had some nice stuff there. I'm going to grab what's left on my spatula and complete that stripe over from the edge. Oh, really? Right on the ground. Well, I guess it's a good thing I got a second one of those spatulas then. I would like to change it up a little bit. I've got some cells forming, and I haven't used an edge catcher over here, but I don't really think I need one yet. Okay, so let's just go for it. I'm going to take my number 3, and I'm going to lift and move some of that color around because I want it in different places and not just one sheet of orange. I'm also going to take some more white, and I'm not done yet. Whoops, okay, well, never mind. I have a very large lizard who's just decided to join me. Go away. I don't want your footprints in my painting. I guess I could use an edge catcher. Maybe I should do that. And I want some more orange, but I think I want some more yellow too. So I'm just going to do that. Grab an edge catcher, which is just the insert from a 16 by 20 inch Michaels multi-pack of canvases. Let that run down. Force it back down again. Let it run down the other way. Whoop. Try not to drop the edge catcher. Definitely don't have as much pink or light color as I expected to. No gnats allowed. Alright, so I can rescue that paint right there. Not super duper thrilled with that, but that's okay because I'm not done yet, and I don't give up easily. Alright, so I've got my Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatula, and I'm just going to go right in there and grab whatever's on that edge catcher and add it right down onto the canvas, hoping there aren't too many other foreign objects there also, and put that aside and go back to checking out what I've got in my little... Are you a bug? You are. Oh well, goodbye now. Short life. A bug's life. Shorter by far when it encounters my paintings. So I'm just going to let that go right down over the side. It is what it is. I can remember the last painting I did, I liked what happened when I mixed the white in with things, so I'm a little tempted to do that. I have gnats today. They're celebrating warmer weather being back. I wish they were celebrating somewhere else. So that's okay, but it's very dark. And it just makes me want to scrape off what's on my spatula and wipe it off on my white rag and find the... Yes, I do. Find the Prussian blue with a slight amount of Deco Art pouring medium in it and see what happens. Where is that spatula? Okay. That's 2 for 2. Oh, okay. So I'm going to wipe off that other spatula so I don't have any water dripping in my canvas. And then I'm going to do something I've just wanted to do forever. Which is let myself do whatever I feel like doing, which is something I'm always saying I'm never doing, and I'm always doing it anyway, so I know I don't always make sense. God forbid I should be an artist that makes sense, right? I don't know. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. You could imagine that stars coming up. I like what's up at the top, but not enough to not want to change it. And I am using my medium or small, not my large, OXO omelet turning spatula. And I'm going to have a rag to wipe this off, because I think, well, maybe I can just wipe it off into that. I know there were some nice cells there. Trying not to spill anything. I know it doesn't look like what I wanted it to look like yet. What do I want to scrape into? Let me just move that right up here and say goodbye to some of that. Wipe off my spatula again. Find my lighter colored yellow. Throw some white in there. Rotate my canvas if I can. Not happy. Not getting happy either. I think this will help. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling much like scrapping it. So I guess I'm just going to go nuts. Make some stuff I do like. Okay, so that's a little more fun for me. Trying to work around my bottles that are just encroaching on me like crazy. Let's see, a little darker purple would serve me well right here. There's something else in it. Yeah. It's just one of those skies you see and just want to tell people about. You should have seen that sky tonight. Except for that area right there, which is pretty cells and not what I want at all. And I have a nice dry cotton rag handy. And that's not bothering me anymore. I like it. But everything seems to be falling over today. I like that purple even more. So I'm just going to keep giving myself permission to play. Alright, that's different. Now I want some landmass. So let's just follow suit. Put whatever wherever and then add some more whatever to it. Everything else up top is pretty well spread out, so I'm not expecting it to be much of an issue if I decide to do the same thing down here. If things don't go your way, try something else. It's my theory and I'm sticking to it. I'm going to drip that paint pouring over right onto my spatula. Whoops, and maybe a little bit more. Hopefully I didn't knock any on the camera lens. That happened once. Looks like we got an ocean scene. For sure, not a landscape. What do I want in the bottom of there? I think, because I can. Sometimes I can think, sometimes I can't. Anyway. I can always use my instincts. What else? Everything else. I got it. There's what where is it? Yeah. Okay. Where are you? I know you're here. You're right in front of me. There we go. I can't go too crazy or I won't. Oh, there we go. Don't want to mix it up too much or I'll lose the good stuff. I already lost all my negative space. But it's kind of fun. I like it, in spite of it being kind of a intense scene. It looks like we got mountains in the background. I think I'm going to throw some black in there. And probably try a little spatula. Let's make it some islands, shall we? Yeah. Now we got some mountains and the sun is sort of setting high up in the sky. I don't understand, but it's okay. I kind of don't hate it. I kind of like it, actually. It's closer to what I thought I had in mind than I thought it was going to be for a few minutes there when it was touch and go. And I can throw some more of this color that I like along the bottom. It definitely looks like a stormy sea, which tends to be my MO anyway. I grew up in New England on the coast of Maine, so I've seen my fair share of stormy seas, at least in the summer. Alright, so I haven't torched, and you deserve to be able to see that. And it's a very loosely translated scape of some kind. And I've got paint in dishes that I can just stick my finger in to fill in the gaps, and there are a few gaps on the top, and now there are not, because that's how quick that was. I can check my edges, which most of have paint falling down over, and so that's calling them done also, which is pretty cool. And I don't know what I just did there, but I'm sure I'll survive it. We're going to torch real quick, and I'm going to tell you that it would be lovely if you wanted to check out my Amazon link at no added cost to you. It helps me out if you shop there. You can find the Princeton Art Tool Catalyst spatulas. I need a spatula before that becomes something different. And you can find the OXO omelet turning spatula and a lot of other cool stuff. You can also find Teespring above that, below the video, where I'm putting fashions on. I do sell my artwork. I would really appreciate it if you guys like what I do, if you give me a thumbs up. There's over 41,000 of you subscribed now, so you belong to a nice society of people, and I appreciate your comments. I appreciate the contributions I've had from everybody in the past who entered the contest. If you contribute through PayPal or Patreon, links are in the description under the video and also as icons on the header for my YouTube channel. I added a couple new playlists, one for swipes and one for exhibitions, so you can find more of my stuff there. Just check this out one last time, because I've got that strange purple streak right there that I'm not super comfortable with. If you have any interest in purchasing my artwork, just get in contact with me, and I will give you an email address, and we can chat and figure out what you want to do. I'm sure there's something I've forgotten to tell you. There's just so much. Oh, there's a book! My book, because I can, is on Amazon. It's the first thing listed on the Amazon page with any luck at all. So, that's as much as I can remember to tell you. Someday I'm gonna give myself a cue card. I tried, but I keep getting paint on them. Go figure.